Hello everyone. Today I'm going to I'm going to teach you how to create a vector halftone. So the vector halftone is really popular in for t-shirt printing because gradient looks gradient, but actually it's all vector images. So that's what we're gonna learn today. And just a reminder, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified if I have a new video or live if I'm doing live streaming. And you like the video if you want to, and you're also welcome to comment on the video. So anyway, so we are going to recreate this. So I'm going to start by creating the rectangle. So I'm going to move this over to the left side. I'm going to move this up. So I'm going to create just a rectangle like this, and then I'm going to make it radius corner. The shortcut for that is go to your shape tool, and then you are going to just move it like that. All right. So I'm going to leave that there, and then let us create this vector halftone. So the concept of the vector halftone is blend, right? So if I create something, or I'm gonna hold down control, okay? So hold down control to create a perfect circle, and then I'm going to create two circles, right? I'm gonna hit plus sign on my keyboard to duplicate, and then I'm gonna move this down, okay? So make sure when you're moving it down, hit the what do you call this? Hold down your control button. Okay, so when you're bringing it down, so that it's gonna be a straight line. Now, just in case you accidentally made it like this, that's fine too. So the thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna select this one and this one, because we're going to center this vertically. So type in C to align center verticals. That's just in case you were not able to make it aligned. So I'm gonna move this more down, and then I'm going to make this smaller. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm going to hold down your shift, okay, when you resize it so it goes inside. So say for example it's like that, right? And I'm gonna hit F4 to zoom out. Okay, so I have my two circles here. So the first circle, I click on it and then hold down shift. Okay, hold down shift to select your smaller circle, and then you go to effect and then go to if you go to blend. Okay, so when you click on blend, you are going to see this dialog box on the right side. So this one means to say the steps. So how many circles do you want in here, in between? So it's going to create a circle in between here, from this size, the big circle, to the smallest size, right? So I'm going to start with, let's just say I'm going to start with 20, okay? And then click on apply, okay? That is fine, but let's make it more. Say I'm gonna go 30, okay, apply, and probably a little bit more. I'm going to go say 45, and then click on apply. Now looking at it, I still want to have more circles, so you still can do that by, more distance. You can click on the first circle, or the big one, and then move it up. Okay, make sure it's aligned, and so you notice that one, it follows it. Okay, so I think 45 is okay. It really depends on what you want. I'm just gonna make it 50. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to fill that with a color. I'll just make it black color. I'll remove the outline, and I think that looks good. That looks good to me. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is when you're selecting this, right? You select all and then plus sign in your keyboard again to duplicate without an offset. And then you hold down your control when you're moving it to the right side. Okay, control makes it align, right? It makes it align to the right side. And then you make a little bit of spacing. You just say, for example, spacing like this. And then you click on Control D, okay, for duplicate. And then you create multiple. Just hit on Control D until I would say more, because it's going to, it has to go wider than the text that I created. Okay, okay. Don't be afraid to go more because you won't lose anything if you do more. But if you do less, then it won't fit your letters. That's not a good thing. So now we can select all this one, and then we're going to group together. So Control G to group. So this is grouped together. If I move it, that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to resize this and then move it over to the left, to the right. So I'm going to put my name here. So to break this apart, you go to Objects, Break Text Apart, right? So I'll go to my name here, and then I'm going to use the EA support. I think that's the font that I used. And then I'm going to just resize it, same size as this one, roughly same size. That's okay. So I think that is fine. Okay, and then you notice this one that the spacing is changed, right? That's really easy to do here. Okay, I don't say it's a shortcut, but this is the way. So you click on your shape tool, and this one here, if you drag it to the left, it would actually lessen the spacing. So let's say that is fine. That looks the same as the original one, and then I'm good, right? Now, if I want this to be centered to this one, right, I hold down Control, of course, right, and then you click on, sorry, not Control, Shift. Okay, I'll change that. It has to be Shift. Hold down Shift and click on the rectangle. So now you have two objects, and type in C to vertical align. Okay, that's a shortcut. So now you know that they're aligned vertically centered. Okay, so the concept of this one is we're going to power clip this inside here, right? But before doing that, if we look at the original, we have contour lines, right? So we got 1, 2. Okay, so we are going to contour this one. So click on the text, okay, and then you go to your contour tool, and once you go to the contour tool, this properties will show up. So this one, you want it outside, right? You want the contour outside. Okay, so you click on that, and then how many steps do you want? So looking at this one, I got 1, 2. So we got 2 steps, right? So here we got 2 steps, and then now the distance. So this is the distance of the steps. So, or the contour. So I will just estimate. I think that looks fine. And then for this one, you don't need to change this because later on we're gonna change that. So if it's like this, that's fine. Okay, and then we click on the select tool, and then we're done. We're actually not done yet. So when you click on the contour, okay, we are going to break this apart. We are breaking it apart so that we can fill it with a different color. So you go to Objects and then Break Contour Apart. So when you click on Break Contour Apart, so these now are separate objects. I'm just gonna move it like that. Okay, it's separate objects now. That's what we want. And then we still have to ungroup it so that we we will consider one contour different objects. So you go to ungroup, Control G to ungroup, or you can click on, sorry, Control U to ungroup, or you can just go to the icon and group. So now if I'm gonna test it out, that's one, and then this is your second contour. So Control Z to undo. Okay, so now we're gonna look at our original one. So I'm gonna do a shortcut here. So click on your color eyedropper, and you're going to select this color, the gray, and then I'm going to fill, oops, sorry about that, this one here. Oops, okay. If that happens, means to say this is to the front of this text, you will just make it to back of page. So you go objects, order to back of page. Okay, so now when you click on the eyedropper tool, now you can fill this with gray. Okay, and then we'll go here. So this is gonna be black, but we want to make this yellow first, the actual text, and then this one is black. Okay, so that looks good now. Now you click on this, make the whole thing red, right? And then you are going to power clip this inside my text, right? So you go to objects, and then you go to power clip, place inside a frame or inside an object or a text. So you click on place inside a frame, and my frame is this yellow text here. Click on that, and now it goes like this. Now, of course, if you look at it, it's not the same, right? We can still edit that. You go to here to edit the contents. So we're going to go into the power clip, and then we are going to shrink it down. I think more. And then we are just, I don't know if you see that blue line. So the blue lines is the frame. Maybe I'll go more. Let me see. Okay, it's not gonna be the exact one as the original, because you know, we have the different halftone style. But anyway, we'll try this one and then click on finish. Okay, so if you still need some work here, so we click on it again or edit it. We are going to make it smaller, and then we are going to, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a rectangular box and just make this red so that there's an illusion that this top is solid. Make sure to remove the outline by going here, right mouse click, and let's look at that. Click on finish, and let's see. Okay, so not quite. Let's go back again, and we are going to make it smaller some more. So I think what I did is I put more of, it has to be more circles. But what I can do, I can duplicate this one. Again, plus sign your keyboard, and then move it to the right side. Like that. And then I could shrink this down, these two. That's why it's better to have more halftones than less, so that you can control the thing. Okay, let's do it here. Let's put it there. And then let's make this Okay, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it's going to be close. Maybe not. That's, I think we have to make it larger. So it's really more of experimenting it. I'm just going to delete this part here. Now let's make it bigger. Okay, get it bigger like that. And we probably would move this up high there, because the scale of the halftone is different from the original. Okay, let's just do it like this. And then click on finish. Yeah. Or we can adjust that later. But anyway, I think, do we still have time? Okay. Let us, I'm not gonna settle with this one because it doesn't look like this. It's not more of a halftone. I'm gonna fix this one. So I'm gonna click on edit again. And then I'm gonna delete this one. And then I'm going to ungroup this. Sorry. Or maybe I'll just delete that, and then I'll go into my, yeah, I'll go like this so that I can see the original one. Okay, so now we are going to create a circle. Let's do this one more time. Circle like this, and then I'm gonna click on the plus sign your keyboard to duplicate, move it down, and then I'm going to make this smaller. Okay, I think that's too small. Okay, now let's click on this. Oops, I lost the, what happened to this? I'll click on this again, plus sign a keyboard, bring it down. Okay, let's try this one. So I'm going to select these two and then go to effects and then blend. I'll make this 25 first and then click on apply. Okay, so let's make it 30. I'm gonna color it red so that we could compare. I think that looks good. Okay, so that thing looks good, so we are going to move this here, and then I'm gonna go plus sign my keyboard and then move it to the left. And then Control D to duplicate. Or what you can do too, you can group it and then duplicate it and then move it to the right. But I think this one would look good now. Okay, so now with this one, let's zoom in a bit. Yes, I think this one will look good. And I'm gonna create a rectangle here, and I'm just gonna make it red and then remove the outline. Okay, right mouse click there. I'm gonna click on finish. Okay, that looks better. All right, so now I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm going to make this the same font, bring it down, and then I'm gonna make it bigger. Hold down shift and select this, and then type in C to vertical align it to the center. And then I'll make this black, And then, okay, so now I'm gonna select this, put this to front. I'm going to go order to wait. Oh yeah, because it has to be yellow. Okay, and then so you notice this one, it has halftone. So what we're gonna do is we're going to copy this. Okay, just this one here. I'm gonna group this together. Control G to group, and I'm gonna copy it. Control C to copy. Okay, so it's already copied, and I'm gonna click on finish. So I didn't do anything, I just copied the halftone, and I'm going to paste it here. So right mouse click, and then you go paste in view. Okay, so now I'm going to make this bigger. There's a lag in my computer now because this the halftones make it the halftones, because if you count the halftones, there's a lot of halftones here. So it is advisable to have I can't move it. It's a memory problem of my computer. Anyway, I'm gonna click on this and then make it gray and then rotate it. You know what? I think if we go wireframe, it would be, yes, wireframe is better because wireframe, it doesn't eat a lot of memory. Okay, so here, okay, so I have this, and I'm going to rotate it. So click one more time and then rotate. Come on, rotate. Yeah, okay. So my computer is really getting slow. So anyway, so you click on it. Let's go to enhance view. So we are going to make this one's the same gray, right? So we go to color eyedropper. I'm just gonna click on that gray, and then I'm gonna fill. Since this is grouped together, I can just fill this with gray. Oops. Okay. I know I grouped this together. Yeah, my computer's slowing down because of the vectors. I mean the halftone vector, but just be patient here. So I'm gonna make this same gray. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. And then, okay. That should be grouped together already. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna, okay, at last. Okay, so now this one, you go to your object, and then we're gonna power clip again, place it inside the frame, and the frame is my background. Okay, so now a little bit of adjustment, and I think that will be it. So right mouse, click on the power clip, and then I have to just bring this up. Okay, go to wireframe again. Oops. Anyway, I just have to click on finish here, and but everybody got the point, right? I think I I have lots of things going on in my computer. That's why it's laggy, but yeah, so something like this. Right. So anyway, yeah, I hope you like it, and especially screen printers. This will be a good effect. It gives depth on your design, and so don't forget to subscribe. Please comment and turn on your notification, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you and bye.